Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio. The number of people hospitalized due to COVID-19 has set a new record as they surpassed 3,000. The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services reported 3,001 hospitalizations. That's an increase of 177 from Monday. Despite the risk in cases and hospitalizations, some people are still moving forward with hanging out with friends this holiday season. Health officials are asking people to take precautions to help limit the spread. One way you can do that is by looking at the risk assessment map. The map measures the chance someone has of transmitting COVID-19 in groups of 10 or 25 people in every zip code in the state. You can take a look at the map to see where the risk is the highest. The intense red colors mean risks for transmission are higher. That may help you plan your holiday travels if you have any. And speaking of COVID, vaccines are giving some hope towards getting out of this pandemic. Healthcare workers are first in line for getting the shots, but many people are now asking who's next. The state rolled out a 3-phase vaccination plan. Officials are prioritizing people who they qualify as most at risk. That means in the next phase, phase 1B, North Carolina has identified adults with 2 or more chronic conditions that put them at risk of severe illness as the next recipients. You can read more about the details about the phases at WNCT.com. When we come back, a warning from the Department of Homeland Security. But first, a weather update from your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko, reporting from the WNCT studios in the First Alert Weather Center. We are talking about a sunny yet brisk rest of your Tuesday forecast. It'll feature some west-northwesterly winds gusting upwards of 30 miles per hour as a dry cold front moves on through this afternoon. That dry cold front will initiate a cool down until the overnight, so do be sure to enjoy those high temperatures in the mid-50s today with a light jacket or warm layer. As we go into the overnight into early Wednesday morning, skies remain clear, winds lighten up, and temperatures get cold. We're going to bottom out in the 20s and 30s by early Wednesday morning, but that all comes as high pressure moves into the Carolinas and the southeast United States. That's going to mean a happy day of weather through your midweek forecast with lots of sunshine on the way and gradually warming temperatures into the upper 50s and low 60s as we continue to gather the heat, humidity, and instability in the forecast through Christmas Eve. A cold front will approach with some heavy rain, strong to severe storms, and gusty winds. To follow that mess will be very cold air for Christmas Day. It goes without saying Christmas Eve, with the heavy rain and strong to severe thunderstorm threat, will be a First Alert Weather Day. To track all the latest changes and details of that First Alert Weather Day forecast for Christmas Eve, be sure to download that free First Alert Weather app. We're discussing sunshine, dry weather, and moderating temperatures over the next 48 hours. But again, once we hit Christmas Eve for inland and coastal communities, it is looking like a mess. Heavy rain, strong to severe storms, and gusty winds will all be a part of your Christmas Eve forecast. The system is very progressive, though. It moves out of eastern North Carolina for Christmas Day. In fact, by Christmas morning, we're already starting to clear out those skies behind some brisk northwesterly winds. Those northwesterly winds and the cold air to follow behind that cold front on Christmas Eve will spell out a cold Christmas Day with highs only in the upper 40s to low 50s. Make it a happy holiday season and a terrific rest of your Tuesday. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
The Department of Homeland Security says criminal organizations are trying to financially profit from the pandemic by trying to push out and sell counterfeit COVID-19 vaccines. Our DC Bureau reports on what the federal agency is doing to stop these attempts.
You have the chance to avoid anticipated long lines and get a single dose of the Pfizer COVID vaccine sent to your home for a one-time payment of $79.99.
Whenever there is a demand for something, there will be nefarious people who produce counterfeit products.
The U.S. Surgeon General says that now includes counterfeit COVID-19 vaccines. The Department of Homeland Security says over the past 9 months, it's received tips about criminal organizations trying to sell fake coronavirus vaccines and treatments.
This is something that FDA has been involved in from the beginning.
FDA Commissioner Dr. Stephen Hahn says the FDA is working to fight the counterfeiters.
It is an unfortunate thing that has occurred. We spend a lot of time educating consumers about this.
And this is important. Authorities say you shouldn't try to buy or obtain the COVID-19 vaccine online.
A vaccine is a medication. And you should never take a medication from anyone who is not a licensed provider, whether that's a doctor, a nurse, or a pharmacist.
The state authorities and the local authorities who are administering are the ones that people in America should go to. Be very wary of anyone else who's claiming that they have access to that vaccine.
The Department of Homeland Security launched Operation Stolen Promise 2.0 to crack down on attempts to sell fake vaccines, and they're asking everyone to report suspicious activity. In Washington, Alexandra Limon.
Police officers are asking Governor Roy Cooper to publicly condemn violence against law enforcement. A letter by the North Carolina Association of Chiefs of Police was sent to Governor Roy Cooper and the Attorney General over the weekend after Kings Mountain Police Officer Frank Winston Jr. was shot and injured in the line of duty. He is expected to be okay. Governor Cooper's office says he reached out to the family of Mount Holly Police Officer Tyler Herndon when he was killed in the line of duty on December 11th. The governor also reached out to the family of Concord Officer Jason Shuping on December 17th. The North Carolina Association of Police Chiefs says that's not enough. Our sister station in Charlotte reached out to Governor Cooper's office for comment. You can read that statement at WNCT.com. And speaking of Governor Roy Cooper, he is scheduled to give a COVID task force briefing at 2 p.m. today. You can watch that here at WNCT.com on our live stream tab. Deputies from the Craven County Sheriff's Office are charging 36 people with crimes related to drug trafficking and illegal firearms. The Sheriff's Office released information about their latest sting operation to fight against their ongoing fight against substance abuse. Digital reporter Kayla Schmidt will have the full report tonight at our 6 p.m. newscast and here at WNCT.com in the Online Originals tab. Thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio.